Hey folks, Adam here at OpenOrg. I am back to give you another partial walkthrough of another one of our playbooks. This time I'm going to be walking you through one of our playbooks which we launched recently. This is all about how to create and execute a people and culture roadmap that actually impacts and delivers business value. This is a really hard one for a lot of startup people teams. They struggle with getting clarity on business goals and direction. They don't know necessarily how to gather and prioritize the right initiatives, and they don't always collect the right data in order to do that properly. And they sometimes struggle to connect their initiatives to ROI. And so we have decided to build a playbook that takes you through that end-to-end journey, that helps you think about these things in the right way and helps you learn whilst executing the thing. So let's dive in. I'm going to walk you through just the first few steps of this, and this one's a little bit different actually. We've built a custom GPT to make your life even easier if you are executing this. So you've got a couple of options. If you are looking at this playbook, you could just keep it manual, read it over a coffee, follow it in a more manual way, or if you want to accelerate and make it a little bit easier, you could use Roadie alongside this in your journey, and we've made this super simple for you to do that by calling out your opportunities throughout to use Roadie if you would like to. So anyway, I'm going to just show you a little bit about what the sort of high level steps are of this, and maybe just walk you through the first few of those as well. So there's 6 stages that we take you through in this playbook. First is sort of anchoring your roadmap build to business goals. Really hard to do, for much harder than you think for a lot of people teams. Stage 2, clarifying your operating conditions, thinking about our team capacity, our mandate, like what decision rights do we actually have, what's the purpose of our team. And again, I find that a lot of people teams are very cloudy on their boundaries, on their accountabilities and their responsibilities. Stage 3, running this sort of diagnosis sprint, gathering the data that we need to collect in order to build and surface the right roadmap items for us. Stage 4, how do we prioritize those roadmap items? We can't do everything at once. How do we wrangle all of these different wants and needs into one really nice, highly prioritized roadmap? Stage 5, how do we communicate the value and the impact of this? This is all about how we connect to ROI. Really important step, and one that a lot of people teams often lack and miss and feel like they would like to have some more help on. Stage 6, building and sharing your roadmap in an open, transparent way. This is all about how we communicate and feedback on, like, not just what we are building, but what we're not building and why, etc. as well. So I'm not going to go through all of those in this video. I'm just going to show you the first 2 or 3, just to give you a feel for what's inside. And if you want to peek, come and grab a content pass, dive in, enjoy. There's loads of other playbooks in here that you can get value from, as well as Gandalf, our AI coach. But let's focus on this playbook for the moment. So stage 1, anchoring to business goals. The TLDR here basically is, if you aren't very clear on where the business is going and the goals and objectives that the CEO or founder has in mind, it's very hard to build a roadmap that is aligned to business direction. There's a scary number of people leaders who are not super clear on what the business is trying to achieve and where it's going. So we help you in this stage just understand how you might approach that conversation with your CEO or founder. And you do need to go direct to them in most cases to really understand what are our priorities, what are our goals and objectives, and how does that align to me in the people team and what you expect of me. And if you can get very clear on that in this first step, it sets you up really nicely for the next stage to come. In parallel to that, you've then got stage 2, and this is all about how we clarify the operating conditions that we are working in. So this is all about understanding what's your expectation of us as a people team. That is very different for a lot of founders and CEOs out there who all see HR and people teams operating in very different ways, playing very different roles in their business. So you need to understand your purpose as a team, your mandate, like what are we here to do and what are we not here to do? What decisions can we make and what can't we make? And what are our boundaries? These are becoming very blurry nowadays for a lot of people teams. So it's a really nice opportunity to have that alignment session with your founder and CEO again, alongside the business goals piece. You really need to get to grips with, like, what part are we playing here as a people team? And that will in turn also help you understand and think about things like team capacity, which also helps you understand what can we do, what can't we do as we go and build this roadmap. So there's a really nice opportunity here to do a bit of like mandate mapping and build out like a bit of a decision rights framework before you kick into actually trying to build a roadmap. A lot of people skip past these first couple of stages and just dive straight into like gathering data and trying to wrangle together a roadmap. And if you skip past these and you're not clear on them, your roadmap will not be as impactful as you hope. So really important stages, very, very key, and we help you walk through those, and Roadie's here as well to support on that as well. Stage 3, just last one I'll go through here before we tie off. This is all about gathering the right data that you need. Now, we find that most teams are doing a really good job when they think about like employee voice, engagement surveys, how do we collect data around what people want. They're not so great at understanding how we can surface the data that we need when it comes to cultural effectiveness, our ways of work. How well are we actually working together? Where are the friction points and the opportunity to remove that friction so that we are working better as a team? They are the things that should be on your roadmap rather than layering on initiatives or tools that are going to try and motivate people. And it's about finding a balance between these two things and also your business goals and objectives. So stage 3 is all about how do we go and gather the right data? What is that right data to gather? And how do we pull all that together to start prioritizing? We've included a couple of links to a couple of other GPTs. We've got Sazzle, who is our survey analyzer, which is amazing. If you've got engagement survey data that you want to synthesize in minutes rather than hours, have a look at Sazzle. But loads of templates, loads of other bits and bobs in here to help you think about how to go and gather the data that you need to actually start understanding what could be on your roadmap. Once you've got all that data, you've then got this opportunity to actually start prioritizing it into a roadmap. This is a point at stage 4, which I won't go into now, but this is a point at which you've got like a really major decision point with this playbook. Do you just keep it manual? Do you keep it AI powered using Roadie? If you were to feed all of the data you've gathered to this point into Roadie, he will help to generate an incredible version 1 roadmap, prioritizing for you, to letting you know what's high want, high need, what's low want, low need, what should be high priority and why. Check him out, try him out. It's really, really great. So if you haven't got the content pass yet and you are working on your roadmap, come and check this out. It's really, really helpful. It will guide you every step of the way, and it's got some really cool like AI assisted help in this one as well, which is really, really interesting. So have a look, enjoy, good luck.